Have you ever wished you could jump across time or space in the blink of an eye? What if the universe actually had hidden portals that could make that dream come true? Welcome to the mind-boggling world of wormholes, a theoretical shortcut through space and time. But here's the big question: could these cosmic tunnels really exist, or are they just a sci-fi fantasy? And if they do, could they actually allow us to travel through time? Get ready, because we're about to unravel the mysteries of wormholes and take a wild journey across the fabric of the universe. First things first, what is a wormhole? Think of it like this: the universe is like a giant sheet of paper. If you fold that paper and punch a hole through it, a wormhole is the tunnel that connects 2 points on that paper, allowing you to jump from one side to the other instantly. In scientific terms, a wormhole is a theoretical tunnel through spacetime, predicted by Einstein's theory of general relativity. But here's the catch: they're highly theoretical. We haven't actually found one yet, but the math checks out. So, it's possible that wormholes exist. How cool is that? Now, for the big question: could wormholes let us time travel? Theoretically, yes. If you could enter one end of the wormhole and emerge from the other at a different point in time, then voila, you've traveled through time. But there's a problem. Most theories suggest wormholes might be extremely unstable, collapsing in on themselves almost immediately. But let's not lose hope yet. Scientists are working on ideas to stabilize wormholes, like using something called exotic matter, which could keep the wormhole open long enough to travel through. Wild, right? So, how exactly could wormholes help us time travel? Imagine entering a wormhole in one location and emerging in another. But not only a different place, but a different time. If one end of the wormhole were near a massive gravitational object, like a black hole, time would slow down near that end, while it runs normally at the other end. This creates a time differential. If you enter the wormhole, you could effectively jump to the future or even the past. Sounds like a Doctor Who episode, right? Here's a fun fact: the name wormhole comes from an analogy using, you guessed it, a worm. Imagine a worm crawling on the surface of an apple. To get from one side to the other, the worm could either crawl all the way around the apple's surface, or it could burrow straight through the apple's core, getting there much faster. That shortcut is the wormhole. Pretty sweet. So, have we actually found any wormholes? Not yet, unfortunately. Wormholes remain a theoretical possibility, and we have yet to detect any in space. But researchers are hopeful. With advancements in technology, think of the James Webb Telescope, we might just get a glimpse of one in the future. And hey, if we do, we could revolutionize everything we know about space travel. You might think wormholes are these massive, galaxy-spanning tunnels, right? Well, get this: some theories suggest there could be mini wormholes, smaller than atoms, floating around us all the time. These quantum wormholes could be everywhere, but we just don't have the technology to detect them. Can you imagine? A universe full of tiny shortcuts that we can't even see. Now, let's get to the fun part: how could wormholes be useful to us in the future? Well, if we could figure out how to create or stabilize a wormhole, it could completely change space travel. Imagine traveling to distant stars or galaxies not in years but in seconds. That would open the door to intergalactic colonization, exploration, and maybe even trading with alien civilizations if we ever find any. And time travel. If we could harness wormholes for that, we could study historical events firsthand or make quantum leaps into the future to discover new technologies and cures. It would be like flipping through a cosmic history book. There are some pretty mind-blowing theories about wormholes. One suggests that wormholes could be Einstein-Rosen bridges connecting to different parts of the universe. Another theory speculates that some black holes might actually be wormholes in disguise, leading to other universes. Yes, you heard that right. Some scientists think wormholes might connect different universes altogether. Talk about a multiverse. Interestingly, black holes and wormholes might be connected. Some scientists think that if you fell into a black hole, you wouldn't just get squished into a singularity, you might actually come out the other side of a wormhole in a different part of the universe. It's a long shot, but hey, space is full of surprises. So, will humans ever really travel through time? Right now, it's science fiction, but it's not impossible. Wormholes offer a theoretical path to making time travel a reality. The challenges are huge, like keeping the wormhole stable and preventing time paradoxes, but the potential rewards are even bigger. One day, we might crack the code and leap into the future. Or the past. Who knows? Oh, and before we wrap up, did you know wormholes have made plenty of appearances in movies? Films like Interstellar and Contact have brought these wild theories to life on the big screen, showing us what it might be like to travel through a wormhole. The science may not be perfect, but the concept is fascinating. Wormholes and time travel, they're the stuff of science fiction, but also rooted in real scientific theories. If we can unlock the secrets of wormholes, the universe could become our playground. Time and space would no longer limit us. Who knows what's possible in the next few centuries? One thing's for sure, science is always full of surprises, and wormholes might just be the key to our future in space. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, because the universe never runs out of wonders to share.